Marilyn Shannon is a wearer of many hats, and I see we buy from the same glasses, people, the readers that we love, right? She is a speaker, she's an author, she's a life and business coach, a superior court mediator, social media influencer, and facilitator. She describes herself as a stigma squisher and compulsive listener. Marilyn is also the founder of Women's Power Networking and PRISM, which stands for People's Recovery Initiative for Solutions and More, which is leading the way across North Carolina on the path to wellness, mental health issues, stigma, and education about substance use disorder and recovery. That's a lot, and very necessary. She is a number one best-selling author for her book series In Just One Afternoon, Listening into the Hearts of, and you'll tell us who those cohorts are. It's called In Just One Afternoon, Listening into the Hearts of. Marilyn, welcome. Please tell us where you're speaking from now and about these programs you lead, the books you've written, and what you have in store for us. What is the title of your program, if you have one, for Tending Our Roots? Your program is noon Eastern Standard Time on December 20th. Floor is yours.
Thank you. I love the floor. Thank you so much. And yeah, I love your glasses. I am in Raleigh, North Carolina. I am a New York person, but I've been living here for 50, I think 50 years. I forgot how to count it. And all through my career, I have, and even as a child, I have always felt a heartstring to people who just don't get their due, people who can't, who for some reason find it hard to ask a question or to share a voice. And I've always been the person who wanted to help them because everybody gets to talk. We have a voice, everybody gets to share. And there's so much upset around that I feel a kinship to wanting to help break it down and help people really see what is laying between us and how we can do better with each other and share more love and all of that. And so conflict is a thing that stands in our way, and yet it can be a beautiful thing. And I have found that conflict is intrinsic in so many things, whether it's how we look at ourselves. There's a conflict in how we see ourselves truly. There's issues there. There's a conflict in our relationships, whether it's with our partner, our husband, our wives, our children. There's conflicts at work. There's conflicts everywhere. It's a part of life. There's a conflict when you go into the grocery store and you don't find what you want. How do you respond? And I feel like we've been invisible. We're creating an invisible society because we're hiding behind all these things. We're hiding behind our conflicts. We're hiding behind our pain. We're hiding behind the joys. We don't even allow ourselves to feel good. If we feel good, oh, it must be our ego. It isn't. You're allowed to feel good. So I've taken all of this stuff and I've just put it into books because how do you break this stuff down? Well, it's how we look at each other. So my books, In Just One Afternoon, Listening to the Hearts of, I take subjects that I feel are invisible, whether it's a person, a community, a philosophy. So the first one was men, then it was twins. And I'm going to go into all of this when I talk more. Then it was millennials. And listen, they're not all in the basement. And if they're in the basement, they're there for a reason. There's reasons for a lot of things. The next one was people impacted by opioid addiction, which turned me on to PRISM. And then it was Black fathers. It's a community of men that they haven't done very well with themselves, but they want to do better. So I take all of that and listening, because listening is like breath. If we don't listen, we're going to die, just like if we don't breathe. And listening takes us to understand people. It takes us to understand ourselves. It allows us to understand what's going on here on some level. and then we take it deeper. So everything I do is connected. It's just I do it in different ways so that everyone that I can be in contact with can reap the reward of something, because we learn and we experience life in different ways. Some people are great reading, not everybody. That's why I'm an influencer. I'd be delighted to sit on my chair and just read books. But I got things to say, and I got things to listen to, because not everybody can say what they want. So I'm a talker and I'm a listener. I'll share what I listen to, but I'm also gonna listen for what other people are having a hard time sharing. And that's me. And I do it in videos, and I talk about it here, and I'll talk about it there, because we all are dealing with this. Nobody is excluded. And so when we talk about conflict, which is a big thing to talk about, and it's important, because we don't need to run away from it. We need to deal with it. And I would like to see us all deal with it and get along. And it's going to be here. And we can run away from it, but you can't run far, because if you wherever you run, it goes with you. So I want to help. I want to help people understand conflict. I want you to understand the energy about conflict, because it's all it is. For my dear grandmas, it's energy. That's it. It's an energy. And we're going to talk about the woo-woo, and we're going to talk about the practical. So come talk to me, right? On the 20th, anything you have to say, I can come with a plan, but you come with a plan and I'll follow your plan. You come ask questions, you come talk to me, and we'll have an open dialogue. I got lots to share, but I'll lay it all away for you, because you come. Bring your family, bring your children, bring your colleagues. If you got a problem or an issue, come bring it to this, and we'll talk about it.
That's a great idea. Invite your workplace members, your people you hang with at the Y, whatever it is, you have practical solutions for it. Marilyn, thank you so much. We're looking forward to it on December 20th at noon. I'm going to press the right button